Hey, welcome to my channel. Let's get right to it. Basically, they won. I mean, honestly, it's a little concerning because the fact is Embiid was out today, and it was a very close game. And the fact of the matter is Cat. This was a time for him basically to essentially blow up and go all, basically score up the massive amount of points he could score because without Embiid, he should have had the middle, the inside paint for himself practically. And the fact that he was giving stupid fouls was surprising. The other factor is I mean, quite honestly, Maxi and George kept him in the game practically. And the thing is like they that's what they were going to do. I'm afraid when Embiid comes back, what's going to happen now? Now we're up 2-0. That's great. But I said this is not going to be a game where if even if the Knicks win by a couple of points, they should be able to win in four, in six. But fact of the matter is, it's still a little concerning because like it depends what game three happens. What happens in game three? If Philadelphia wins, which I'm expecting them to do, if they win in game three or in game four, for that matter, and it comes to 2-2, game five becomes that crucial point at that point, quite honestly. And if Philadelphia wins game three, it becomes a factor where I think the Knicks lose then at that point, and then Philadelphia wins in four in six instead of the Knicks because whoever wins game five is where the crucial aspect is. Now, if the Knicks are up 3-0, I'm not expecting a sweep. Let's be honest. Don't expect a sweep. It's great that they can get as far as they can go with three games if they're up 3-0. Yeah, granted, no team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit, but this Philadelphia 76ers team seems like a team that could come back. Uh, Specifically, what they did with the Boston Celtics, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that to the Knicks as well too. If even if the Knicks were up 3-1, the Knicks have to be very careful at that point. And Brunson, he is playing lights out, quite honestly. And I'll say this: if Brunson can get past Philadelphia in this situation as well too, uh, he gets closer to that tier one status that I was talking about, tier one superstar status I keep talking about, basically. Because I still believe he's a tier one A until he gets the Knicks to the finals. He's not going to be a tier one superstar for me. But the aspect is what we're seeing right now. The Knicks they're playing all out at this point, and the problem is like there can be some stupid fouls and some stupid mental errors, but at the same time, the Knicks somehow are resilient and coming back. And I got to say this, Mike Brown. I was wondering what the hell he's doing. Is he playing the entire bench? Like, is he going to play all? I mean, honestly, to all 12 players. I mean, I was like, what is he doing? I mean, this is a time where you lock down, you get your core players, and like you play them as much as you possibly can in the playoffs. But I mean, I guess we're fortunate that we came out with the win in this situation. I think there was more of a Brunson thing more than anything else. But actually, I'm kind of curious to see what's his name. Well, the fact of the matter is, let's put it this way. I mean, it was Anunoby played out, pretty much, was the leading scorer at this point. As I said, Mikal Bridges, if he can score 20 points, came close to it, but he came to a point of that point. But it was mostly OG and Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns scoring that 20. He got him up there and he kept him in there in that situation. But the fact of the matter is like I was like a little caught off guard in regards to like seeing Clarkson and Soken basically in there at that point. But that makes sense more so because of the fact of Mitch Robinson not being able to play, but as well as Huck Party. But reality is this: the Knicks have got to lock down, keep the heads down, and move forward and get past the Sixers, get into that Eastern Conference Finals because like that's what they did last year. It seems like each year they progress and then they move forward at that point. So I'm hoping this is the case with the Eastern Conference Finals from last year. They get to that, they can go move forward into the finals at that point. My concern is this: is the way Detroit Pistons have been playing lately. It's possible that they're going to be if the Knicks get into the Eastern Conference Finals. Chances are they're going to be playing against the Pistons. The real question is like, can they beat them? My concern was in the real regular season, they're having issues with them, but the playoffs have shown that basically Cade Cunningham can't do it himself, and they need a secondary score, and that's what's showing with the Pistons' weakness at that point. If they can contain the remaining parts of the Pistons, or any other team can contain the rest of the Pistons, and like let Wade try to beat them, I think you got a chance to beat the Pistons at that point. So this is one of those things where I'm falling into that trap again of looking into the future, looking ahead. when I shouldn't, but it's hard not to, quite honestly. The way the Knicks are winning, I mean, again, comes down to get tomorrow's game. If the Knicks win tomorrow, I'm not tomorrow's game, Friday's game. If the Knicks win Friday's game against the Sixers, game three, I'm in a pretty happy mood at that point. I think every Knicks fan is in a happy mood. Now, again, do not expect a sweep. I do not expect a sweep to happen at that point. But reality is this: is if the Knicks are up 3-0, I expect the Knicks to win in six still. Because quite honestly, I can see Philadelphia winning the next two after that, and then the Knicks winning in game four at that point. But let's see what happens. All I can say is go New York, go New York, go. With that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.